Hey guys, here to show you how to beat the fantasy domination because it gave me a major pain in the ass. Um, as you can see, I've already started doing it. I haven't actually lost to a team. Actually, I think I did lose to the Bucks once while doing it. I had enough my team points to win, but I didn't actually beat the team. But this is it's really cheesy, super boring. I hate that this is how you kind of have to do it, but I'm going to just kind of walk through it, and since it's a longer than average video, then I kind of just put some music in the background. If you don't like that, just let me know, because there'll definitely be times that I'm probably not talking. And I've trimmed out some areas as well, so when it skips ahead and stuff, just know that I wasn't going to show the entire game. I'm just going to kind of go over the gist of it. Defense, try to get as many steals as possible. Offense, fast break, just, again, you got to get your my team points up. Like, you got to get those my team points up. So you want to try to go as quick as you can. I am by no means the best 2K player in the world, but at the same time, you got to go for it. So if you know how, I always set my guys just to crash the glass because I want the ball back on shots. Limiting threes might not be the best versus this team. Looking back on it, they really only had like Healed and maybe Wiggins to shoot threes, but whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't even really care what their score is. It's all about your scoring. So here's the trick: take off right as you hit the free throw line, sprint down. You'll almost always get open, and if you can get your timing down, you can get the three. Went for a steal, missed it, scored. Again, don't care. You'll see that as this game carries on, as we get towards the end of everything, it's just going to be a blowout. You know, a lot of people don't even play on-ball defense. They'll play as just like the center, making, guaranteeing they get the rebounds, guaranteeing they get blocks when they come in the paint and stuff like that. Online, I've been having a lot of trouble with my on-ball defense and stuff like that, so I'm using this to practice. But as you can see, go for the cheese again, and there you go. You're going to be shooting like 90% threes with this strategy, but I think this game is my lowest my team points. Went for the steal. Gibson's not the best steal guard in the game, but he is a budget version of what you need to run this strategy, which we will go over at the very end. If you make it all the way to the end, then you'll do it. On the fast break, just get it out, do whatever you can. As you can see, my timing's trash, but still got it in, still made the bucket, just trying to get up and down as possible. I've learned that while I shoot for 20 points a quarter, it'd be great. You don't even have to do that, especially if you're getting steals, you're getting rebounds, you're getting putbacks. Timing's terrible. Whoop-de-doo. It's okay. But at 20 points a quarter, if you can be pushing the high 70s, low 80s every game, you don't even have to beat the teams by that much, and sometimes you just naturally blow them out. Like, they just can't keep up with that much offense because you're gonna get steals from them. They're not gonna get too many steals from you, and that kind of stuff. So as you can see, I'm just getting ready. Right as I hit the three-point line, throw it in, get that open shot. It's open, so you should hit them more than often. If you can actually time your threes, and you got it someone that you have good timing with, which I thought I had good timing, but this is like one of the worst timing games I've had in a while. And still, you'll see by the end that it was barely even close. It looks close, but you're jacking up so many threes, and with good timings, every time they do this, I just go for the steal pretty much every time. And if you miss it, just fall back, play tight D. You're not really trying to do anything other than get your rebounding points, get, good shot defenses, whatever you can get on the defensive side. If you can get a block, that's great. Even with Paul George just running down, he's not the best at this strat, so I kind of had to slow down, but even then, it's off the dribble. And that's the thing to realize, is all these threes are coming off the dribble. So if all the threes are coming off the dribble, you want to look for those people who have decent off the dribble three-point shooting, because you might have an A+ three-point shooter, and see right there, steals, giving me MT, kick it out, just shoot it. If you hit it, you hit it. If you get the board, set people to crash boards. If you can get offensive boards, that's even better. Because you get the board, then you'll get the layup. Sometimes you'll get the assist and the points. Like, just anything you can do to rack up points. And you'll see towards the end, like, you just don't stop. Like, you know, if you run auto subs, that's fine. But if you start getting way up on someone, switch to manual. Like, you don't want your horrible players going in just tanking your offense, because you're not really in this mode. You're in this fantasy, and I haven't gotten to do the other one yet. This will work in regular domination too, by the way. Like, if you're playing regular domination, you're just looking for the easiest way to just crush it or get the most MT. This will work as well there, but let's be honest, the regular domination, if you have any inkling of how to play 2K, because I have no inkling how to play 2K. I'm literally looking at the latest version I have other than this, and it's 2K14. So it's been a while since I played a 2K game. So I'm terrible at 2K. And I destroyed the domination on the first one. That one's, you can play straight up, you can play basketball, you can beat those pretty easy. This one is where it upped the ante, and I started thinking, like, well, this is kind of terrible. I started looking to see if anybody knew ways to do stuff, and I hadn't seen too many things that really pointed out how to do it and showed how to do it. A lot of people saying things on the forums or on different forums about, oh, you got to run the pick and roll or the pick and pop or blah, or, you know, you got to sprint down there and just shoot as fast as you can. And see, get the steal. Didn't get the steal, but go for it every time. Once you don't get it, like, don't foul your guys out going for it, but go for that cheesy steal right off the bat every single time, because some games you'll get it. Like, I played a game against Chris Paul when I beat the Heat on this, and we were up like 27-0 or something like that right off the bat, because he just couldn't get it across half court every time we got the pick on him. When you get on offense, try to find some way to get offense going pretty quick. That was a horrible play altogether. I should have just pulled the shot up. It was wide open. But, like, try to get your offense going fast. It's okay if you don't score. Like, as you see, my goal is to hit, you know, about 20 points, but eventually you're going to get hot from 3, or you're going to get your timings down. You know, anyone who can shoot threes can pretty much pull it off, but the better they are off the dribble, the better they are in general. Because, as you can see, this is not a good start to the game. You want to have 20 points a quarter. I'm at 16, almost halfway through the second quarter. And that is not what you're shooting for. So at the start of this, I was like, oh, this isn't going good. I'm not hitting any shots. It's late at night when I was playing it. I'm doing just terrible stuff, like, let's pull up, that kind of shit and stuff. So this was an intentional foul, I think, because I think I was trying to sub my starters back in. Yeah, there's my starters. So, and then that pass, get ready. Your guys will come steal that pass, like, half the time. So when they inbound that, if you can force them into that center, your person on the corner will come intercept it quite a bit. And you'll see every time they score, Gibson's my favorite. There's some others, like if you had a Curry or something like that, it would really make it easy. And if they are there to defend it, if you have if you can time it, it doesn't even matter if they're to defend it. Just green light it in their face. Even if you can't, it's okay. And then start to get those steals. You see, you get points for the steal, plus we're going to get points for a fast break, plus we're going to get points for the dunk, the made shot. So anytime you can get that cheesy steal, like I've had games that are relatively low scoring, like I think, 58, 60 points, and only beating the team by 6 or 7, and still being able to get over 800. And if you can get over 800, that beats all 5 of the ones. I haven't tried the playoff ones. I don't know if those are in the 800s or not. I'm sure they probably are, because why wouldn't they be? I want to say the level 5 ones in these are 775, so I just shoot for 800 in every game. And then, so if you can go just over 100 a quarter in the game at about 400 or so, you'll see here at the end what my ending is at. And yeah, you get a steal, fast break. It's kind of a lucky steal. It wasn't like I was, going for the cherry pick or anything like that, but you'll pretty much see, I'm pretty sure I skipped my pauses because I paused quite a bit, so I'm pretty sure I cut that out. That I go for it every time. Like, you get 6 fouls, And that's the only real fouls I'm probably going to give up. I'm not going to be, except for my center jumping to block and Rodman, like, whatever, you can foul out if he really gets there. But, when you see him just dribbling the ball, if you don't know what I do, and I don't know if it's the best way, if someone knows a better way, please let me know. I just straight R2, right trigger if you're on Xbox, just run straight at the ball and hit square, and you'll just pick it off of them. Sometimes they'll get it back, sometimes they won't, but it's a wide open shot so often, it's a light contested shot so often here that this method just kind of works. And you miss the steal for whatever reason, they never just go shoot it in your face. At least they haven't yet. They always start setting up their play, so it even gives you time to get back. Rebounds where it's at, fast break, you want to try to go as quick as possible. If you miss, you miss. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Look, I'm at 20. I'm going to be at like, 26 points right now. I'm way below what you would think is going to be able to be a good game. But it'll get going. And then right as you hit that 3-point line, inbound it, sprint up. Watch for the people crossing, like that happened right there, right? You want them to clear out before you take it. Otherwise, you're going to have like a power forward or a center jump up in your face, and that's not the best idea ever. This was insane. No, this wasn't it. Maybe I don't show it. I got an intentional foul and I tried to block I think it was Ewing, a flagrant 1 just for pushing triangle. I couldn't believe it. That might have been in the third quarter, and I'm pretty sure I skipped the third quarter, but since Gibson's hot, I went ahead and used him instead. There we go. We're still pushing up towards 100 MT per quarter. You want to be a little over 100 MT to be safe. If you hit 500 by the end of the game, you're Gucci. Like there's no worries. If you're in the 4s, you're going to be pretty close. So you want to kind of be over 100. You want to be in that 130 range, but there's a lot of depending factors, right? Point differential, how many of your points came from defense, and I'm not even really sure how they all work out, but we'll be able to kind of see at the end of the game here exactly how it works out. But it's 10-point game. I've gotten myself almost caught back up to the 40 points, which would be 20 a quarter, shooting for 80. So, working back towards it. Try it with Anthony. The rookie Anthony is pretty good. He's pretty good. He's got some really good stats. You get the steal. That's going to give you a bunch of points. I don't think I finished this. I think I screwed up. Oh, I got fouled. And then free throws. I'm terrible at these. I'm sure both of these miss. I have not figured out a lot of it. And like I said, I haven't played 2K in 4 or 5 years. Really, I think I played the free version of 2K16 for like 2 weeks or something like that when they gave it to it as the PlayStation Plus free game. So, that's about it. But yeah, and I'm still going for it because any points I can get, any MT I can get, like, I don't care that they're trying to run the clock out. I'm going to keep running at it and trying to get it. You're probably not going to get it, but anything you can to get a contest. I don't know how I don't get a good contested shot on that. I had the right thumbstick up and everything, but maybe I should have just pushed triangle to get it. I don't know. But then we go to halftime, and here's where you can tell. Like, look at my steals. Like, look at the assists. Like, yeah, I'm barely shooting better than them. They're out rebounding me. Gibson's sitting on 23 points because he's the guy I'm using to sprint down. He's not even my best point guard, but he's my best point guard for domination with this ridiculous strategy. And we're going to skip the third quarter. We're not going to watch this. You're going to see it jumps up, and at the end of the third quarter, middle or halfway through the fourth quarter, I'm already, 14 points from hitting the 80 that I was going for. I've got a pretty comfortable lead on them, and it doesn't stop. You never stop. You do this the whole time. It's so, I hate to say cheesy, but it's pretty cheesy, man. Like, it's annoying that it's kind of the way that I found that works. Because if you just play them straight up and you use the shot clock and you play real offenses, and like, they're challenging. They're really good teams. If you played them straight up, they could be a lot of fun. But that MT requirement is so high, and I'm sure it's going to be higher on the next one, so I'm sure you'll probably have to use the same strategy on this one, unless the multiplier, maybe the multiplier is a lot better so you can play them more straight up. But in this one, the multiplier is only 1.25, so yeah, you need to be pushing 400-500 every single time down, or every game. And you're just not going to get 400 or 500 playing, you know, what is it, 5-6 minute quarters, 24-second shot clock pushes the whole time. Like, you just can't do it, and especially since the computer's going to run the shot clock for you. Like, they play offense, they do all sorts of stuff. These are weird. I really wish they'd patch some of these AIs 3 seconds in the paint. Sometimes you get them and you're like, I'm running a play. Like, there's no way the play says, center, go stand in the paint until you get a 3 in the paint, right? Like, there's action happening. And this is another proof that you don't have to be good at the game. I don't think I've greenlit a single shot to beat these things. Like, it's just, you gotta just constantly run down there. You're gonna get enough shots. And now, because the game's so close, they're pressing me, and I had never been pressed before. I had wide open Anthony that I could have hit there. But my directional passing's terrible. I can't figure out why. It's worse than FIFA. Like, whoever I want to pass to, it throws it the wrong direction, so if anyone knows how to fix that, that'd be cool to let me know too. But, and you can't stop. You can't ever give up. You can't ever treat it like it's a win at any point in time. Like, you gotta go for the steals. You gotta keep doing the cheesy thing, and this is what was killing me, is the press was stopping my cheese. Like, if they patch it and just make them run a press on you, that's gonna be ridiculous, because I don't even know that they'd be beatable again by people who aren't just insane and greenlight everything. And then you know, rebounds give you points, blocks give you points, but this is where I was starting to wonder, like, I don't even know what to do other than just try to run by and just do what I can. It's kind of upsetting. Lightly contested early release, it's a layup. Like, they're pro athletes. He had a, like, there's a few things that I wish they'd make a little bit more just realistic on the fact that it was wide open, and like whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, I released it a little bit early. You know, it's like open late, splash. Just really wishing they would stop pressing me. Wishing I could get this separated far enough away that they just wouldn't press me. Because I didn't know, like, it had screwed the whole play strategy up. Now, it does force a fast break, so you can get some good open shots, you can get some quick shots, but it does kind of mess with everything a little bit. But as you can see, even though we had like 26 points in, like, with a minute or two to go in the second quarter, we're pushing 80, we're getting close to the 20, and you can see I can't quite read what I'm at, 472, right? So it's just like, I'm at 472 right now with 40 seconds to go, just to give you an idea. Pushing the 500 range. Always want to shoot for the 500. It's kind of my goal, so I'm not going to stop pressuring. I'm not going to stop going for the steals. I'm not going to let them just run the clock out at any given time or anything like that. With this big a lead, I'd rather they just, like, do offense and score. I'd almost rather them leave them open and let me do this so that I can, because this gives you an assist. If you hit one of these on the inbound, you sprint straight up and shoot it. Hopefully I hit this so I can show you. Yeah, look, you get an assist, you get a made shot, like, you get the assist on it too, so what's that, 7 per time you do that? Yeah, it's like, just shoot, let me try again, let me keep trying, and even though there's time running out, I'm still doing it because I don't know if I have enough my team points to beat it. And they miss. Now, time's pretty much out, so go for the steal. Get lucky. It sure looked like that could have gone off either one. Who knows? Those things are so finicky anyways, but, you know, if you're over 500, you're probably good. From what I've noticed. When you're over 500, you typically end in the 800 to 900 range. I think the highest I've gotten was a really good game against the Rockets where it was like 1100. But, I mean, yeah, I didn't greenlight a single thing there. I don't think that whole game. Maybe in the third quarter that I skipped, I greenlit something, hopefully. but I don't green light that much, and you know, still beat them pretty bad. And probably forgetting to push X to see this, but you can see 340, 350, so you know there's 700, and you know another 100. There's gonna be 800 with the 0.25. Boom, 843. That'll beat everybody that's in this whole realm. So that completes all 3 challenges. It's the cheesiest shit in the world. It's really annoying to have to play basketball that way. And then just real quick, I'm going to show you why I run Daniel Gibson as opposed to other people. If you go into the shooting and you go down and look at that off dribble shot 3, it's a 92. So you can compare him to other shooters that I have on my team, like Damian Stoudemire, which is a real good shooter. He's got an A+ or something like that, 3. 87 off dribble, which is still good. I use him for the same strat, like, have no problem. Paul George, pretty decent 3-point shooter, not the best. Off dribble, 80. Ugh, don't really want to do that. Eddie Jones, solid 3-point shooter. And you go off the dribble, 79. Even worse. And it just kind of like proves why, if you got Gibson, just use him for this cheesy strat. Because Felton's is even worse. He's in like the 70s, I want to say. Like, it just doesn't get better than him. I'm sure Steph Curry's better than him. But for budget, I hope this helps. Hope you guys can beat this area, because it's rough. Kind of dumb. Thanks.